everyone, it's Kim with Dudash Farms, and it is Foodie Friday. So we are gonna have our we're gonna find out what we're having for dinner at Dudash Farms today. And before I get started, I'm gonna give folks a little bit of time to join us here. I wanted to talk a little bit about our recipe from last week. So last week we fixed the keto egg roll in a bowl, and it was amazing. And we used our ground pork, and we had lots of great feedback. Some of you guys actually made that dish last week, and it was a huge success and super easy. I know that Kathy Thompson, she did I believe it was either Kathy or Patty Gibson. Both of them, by the way, are my cousins. And one or the other, isn't that terrible? I can't remember. Made it with ground beef and said it was wonderful. So keto egg roll in a bowl with ground beef is just as good as ground pork. And I know that they made it at the Shepherd's Inn on Thursday, so that was yesterday for lunch. And I had a few other comments about it that I thought I would share with you in case you're planning on making our recipe from last week. Some folks suggested adding shredded carrots to it, which I think would be a great idea. And also, someone had made the dish before using a pre-made slaw mix, so that would make it super easy. We shredded our own from our garden, but if you don't have a garden and you don't have that, an easy way, especially after work, would be to use a pre-made slaw mix. So yeah, everybody seemed to really love the keto egg roll in a bowl. And the week prior to that, we actually had made some barbecue with our pork roast. And we've had lots of great feedback about that too. We've had several people who have actually never thought of using a ham roast for something like that, and they've ended up doing it and loved it. So we're happy to know about that. We have a couple of people watching. So Brad Dudash is watching, and I will just tell you, if little Zach is watching, Zach, this is Aunt Kim. Hello. I want you to know that I see you. And Andrew, I see you too. And my mom is watching, so hi, Mom. You know, moms are always so supportive. So tonight, what is for dinner at Dudash Farms? We have made a chuck roast with some of the vegetables from our garden. We've cut up some potatoes and some onions, and there's Meryl Puckett Miller. Hello, Meryl. So potatoes, carrots, onions. We put it in our crock pot and have cooked it slow all day long. So it looks really delicious. Check this out. We've got this I've got this on a pole here. Can you guys see that? So again, it's one of our chuck roasts. We have put some onions and carrots and potatoes in here. And I'm gonna dish it out here so you can see what we've got. But again, we just put it in the crock pot, a little salt, a little pepper, and just let it cook all day. And we put just enough water over it to cover the roast. And we put it on at about, I think it was about 7:30 this morning, so that's how long it's cooked. And y'all, it smells so good. I wish we had smell on our videos, because you would love it, and it would make you very hungry. So I do want to point out that although we've used a chuck roast for this, you can use any of our roast or any roast for this, right? Sometimes the ham roast that we prepared as barbecue, or a pork roast, whatever you want to call it, sometimes we will do the same thing. We'll just cut up our vegetables, our potatoes, our carrots, and our onions, put it in the crock pot. And again, this is a great meal if you are a working parent and you want something to be ready by the time you get home. Put it in the crock pot before you leave for work. Let it cook on low all day long. And when you come in, you've got this great meal prepared. So let's get this out of the crock pot and let me show you what we're talking about. Watch me make a mess. let's see here. Let me put this down here where you can see. Here we got Jennifer. Jennifer Kuth is watching. We appreciate you guys tuning in for this. And so you do have a, you do have a bone in here. This is so tender though. It is literally just falling off these bones. Wow. Let's get this out of here. It's all attached. And then once we get this roast out, and there's not a lot of fat. That's the beauty of the grass-fed beef, y'all. There's not a whole lot of fat on this thing. Look at those vegetables. We got our I'll show you the plate once we got it all plated up here. Get you some carrots and potatoes. Get some of these onions. Looks yummy. So, what do we got here? So yeah, there we go. Can you see that? Looks really good and yummy. Super simple to make. I'm going to pull this thing off here so I can talk to you a little bit. So there's our pork roast and I said chuck roast. This is beef, but you can use a chuck roast or a beef roast. A pork roast. I'm telling you guys, I think that I have, I don't know, I'm having a hard time today keeping anything straight. Let's see who we got. There's Christy and Curtis Thulin. Hi guys. We appreciate you guys and your business. They love to come and pick up our pork chops and love eating our beef and our pork. And we've got Linda Seaton. Hi, Linda. Who else we got on here? Kimberly Bird. Yeah, Christy says it looks yummy, and we are having beef roast tonight too. So there you go. See, and I thought, well, maybe it's a little too hot outside for something like this, but honestly, it's not. I mean, this is perfect. But this is a great. I mean, think about it. In the fall, it is something nice to come home to that's warm. But it's just so super easy, and especially now that our vegetables are coming into season. This is a great way to cook those up and have those. Laura Wall is watching. Hi, Laura. Yeah, and y'all, we're going to be at the farmers market tomorrow. I've got to plug our farmers market, the Dandridge Farmers Market. We will be there from 8 until noon tomorrow. We have lots of great vendors, and you need to come out and meet. We have Martin Farms. We've got Pete and Shirley and Angie. They'll be there. They'll have some great vegetables, and they're starting to come into season, so you're going to see more and more. We've got Hill House Farm. They are a new vendor this year. They have some of the best greens. We have had some of their salad greens this week, and their spinach, and y'all, I mean, it's very, very good stuff. Of course, we have Laura with Found a Pearl Farm, and she will be there with all of her goodies. And if you haven't seen her menu for tomorrow, like her page and go check out what she's going to have. Let's see, we got Tina's watching. Hi, Tina. We also have Sandy Ridge Vineyards, and they had some great cherries last week. And of course, Lila and the Fincham girls, they have Bella Kate and Lila. They have eggs there every week. Their eggs are amazing. And we've had the Douglas House has some great goodies too, and we had John there last week with all of his woodworking. So come out and see us. Of course, we will be there. Hi, Cheryl. I see you there. So just to recap our recipe for this evening, what we're having for dinner at Dudash Farms, we are having a chuck roast that we slow cooked in the crock pot all day long with some of our vegetables from the garden. We cut up some of our potatoes and some of our fresh onions. We do have carrots from the store because they're not ready yet. But that's what we put in. We just put the meat in, put the vegetables in, and we covered it with just enough water to cover everything, put it on low, cooked it since about 7 7:30 this morning, and it just falls off the bone, literally. So let's take a look at this. Here it is plated up. It looks really good, and it's just super tender. Look at that. You can literally it just falls apart. It's going to be so yummy. So yummy. And then, yeah, it's just there in the crock pot. Super simple. And I want to tell you again, if you have any recipes that you would like for us to feature on our What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms, and we will give you a shout out for it. I'd love for you to send them to me. We are having beef sirloin roast. Good, that's a good one. So again, you can do stuff like this with a beef roast. We've used the chuck roast. Arm roast is really good. You can even use it with a pork roast or ham roast to prepare it this way. So yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If anybody has any questions about anything that we've done or any of our products, please feel free to reach out to us. You can message us, you can email us, text us, or just come by the market and let us know what your questions are, and we'll be happy to answer those. So thank you guys for watching, and I am going to go and eat this beautiful thing now that my husband has come in from outside. So you guys have a great evening, have a great weekend, and I will see you next week on What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms. Have a good one. Bye.